Well, we all got a little trick on Halloween, and widespread road problems were minimal, though. We did get a little bit of snow, but a semi did tip over on an overpass on I-94 near Camp Douglas.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here with us today as part of our Beyond the Barometer
Welcome.
series. Hello, Alex.
Hello, greetings. Nice to be here.
Good to have you. So a lot of people wonder why on bridges and overpasses are they the first things that slick up and get so dangerous?
Yeah, especially during this time of year when the temperatures are at that critical 30, 31, 32 degrees. Those overpasses and those bridges have a tendency to cool off faster than some of the other surfaces. And you have to take into account as well, we've been really warm through October. Temperatures were in the 80s, so pavement temperatures are warm, ground temperatures are warm. But then when we start bringing in that cold air, those pavement temperatures will start to cool down because you have the temperatures cooling on both sides of the pavement. And I can actually show that here. Let's take a look here at our graphics on Max 2 if we can as part of our Beyond the Barometer explainer. Look at this, Susan and Mark. Look at the red lines here. Notice on above and below the bridge or the overpass, you have heat escaping. So that's that warm fall temperatures going out to space, as I like to say. Look at over on the grass. You only have heat going, I guess, one way, if you will. So really that pavement temperature on that overpass or that bridge, you've got heat escaping. It's cooling down on both sides, not just on one side. So when you bring that cold air in, like we were forecasting for on Halloween, upper 20s, right around 30 degrees, you still have that heat escaping from both sides of that pavement on that bridge or on that overpass. So that temperature on the overpass may cool down to 28, 29, 30, 31 degrees. And if you put a little bit of precipitation on there, a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, it ices right up, but then the grassy surfaces might not accumulate anything.
It's always deceiving because the main highways sometimes can be completely clear. Then you get on the overpass or the bridge and it's icy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those bridges and those overpasses, we always say whenever we're at 31, 32 degrees, you get a little bit of precip, just take it easy.
So it's going to happen. I mean, these are going to ice up. You often see the sign may be icy at times.
Yes, maybe icy at times. Definitely you want to heed those warnings that are on those advertisements above the roads because it's extremely important. And actually here those secondary roads, I want to take a couple of moments to talk about those as well. We take a look at our graphics again. Folks, the secondary roads, they can ice up very similarly to the pavement above and below the overpasses. And this is just a little bit different. So think about the country roads or the side roads. You have car wheels out there, and those car wheels are producing friction on that surface. So when you have less cars, less traveled roads, less friction, less heat, that allows the ice to build up on those secondary roads, those well-traveled roads. So that could be the Beltline. Beltline has more cars, more friction, more heat going on. So where you may have a little bit of that ice on the secondary roads or those side roads, the Beltline might just be wet.
Right.
So it's traffic.
Traffic.
Helps melt it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, again, these borderline scenarios where we have temperatures right around 30, 31, 32 degrees.
You can move to Florida.
You could move to Florida.
That's a whole other host of problems. So the bottom line, always have your guard up this time of year especially. Always
have your guard up. And one more heads up too, folks. We're heading into an El Nino winter. And what does that mean for us? Typically a warmer winter, less precipitation. We'll be having more of these freezes and thaws, freezes and thaws. So we freeze, and then when we thaw a little bit, you get water on some of these secondary roads that are poorly traveled. You wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, there's not a lot of cars out there. Those roads ice up overnight, and then you get an accident right away in the morning.
That's even trickier than snow a lot of times.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're not thinking about it, too, this time of year. As we transition further into the winter, it starts to become a little bit more ingrained in your head. I might need to slow down.
Especially on a day like today, but as you said, it's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
Alex, thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Very interesting.